Pay attention, my son, my daughter. I have a revelation to share with you, a truth that can transform your life. You may feel burdened by certain things, but you must know that I am here, ready to guide and protect you. Do you remember that person in your family who used to gossip about you? They are now silenced in shock because I am revealing truths that were once hidden. A serious situation is approaching, and it is not something you can ignore. If you do not pay attention to the truth I am revealing, you could shed many tears over someone important to you. This month may end with a loss, but it could also mark the time when you are released from something that is about to happen. Comment Amen and be ready, because something is trying to enter your life subtly through a friendship that seems genuine but is actually putting obstacles in your way, especially in your financial life. I ask you, have you ever felt wounded by the past? That wound is being used by the enemy to generate more disappointments, and you need to be prepared not to be caught off guard. My angels are alerting you now. Sad news may be on the way, as someone close to you is going through a difficult illness. However, that person has not yet found the courage to open up to you and share everything. But I will show you clear signs about who that person is. When these signs appear, you will be able to help them find a new treatment and escape the worst of this situation. This is linked to something, a consequence of past mistakes, but it can be reversed. Allow the light of my love to illuminate your path and strengthen your faith. Be attentive and know that I am by your side in every step. Write Amen, because I am telling you now. If you ignore this message, you could lose great blessings reserved for you. What I need from you is a sin-free heart, so that it does not corrupt you and cause you to lose a special person who has been in your life from the very beginning. The enemy is trying to bring sadness and confusion onto your path, but you need to stay firm. Close your ears to any voice that tries to divert you or lead you into traps. Discernment is what will save you, and it comes from the angels around you trying to protect you from negative energies. If you do not pay attention to these influences, they could drag you into bad situations. This is the first and last time that heaven is warning you about an opportunity that is coming. Something big is on the way, something that can transform your financial life in an amazing way. If you want to receive these blessings, you need to be attentive to every detail. God is opening a way, but the enemy wants to sow doubt and hatred in your heart. Do not fall into these traps. If you deviate, not only will your life be impacted, but also the lives of those who depend on you. Comment 0505, because there is still something you need to know. There is someone close to you, maybe in your neighborhood, who has misused your name. It is important that you find out the truth before it is too late. What is to come can cause great damage, and this is not something to take lightly. Take every word seriously and heed this warning. Your life may be difficult, full of obstacles and negative influences, but you know the path you must follow. Leave behind the habits that prevent you from growing spiritually. Pause now and reflect on the next steps. Write 0303 and prepare for the spiritual battles ahead. If the enemy is trying to bring illness, he wants you to end this year without strength. But God is by your side, and He is the one who will lift you up. Do not allow negative influences to gain space in your life. Write 0808 so that the angels continue to be by your side, protecting you. In all paths, you are valuable, and your victory is already guaranteed, as long as you maintain your unwavering faith. Trust in the revelations I give you today, and know that the truth will always prevail. The enemy is cunning, but do not forget that he has already been defeated. You have the spiritual armor, and with it, you will conquer any battle, son. Now, I want to talk to you about something that may go unnoticed in your daily life: your heart. The place where you keep your emotions is like a garden. In it, you choose what will bloom. If you allow small doubts and fears to grow, they can expand and suffocate the trust and hope I have planted in you. But if you tend to that garden with faith and love, it will bloom with strength and beauty, weathering any storm. There are times when the world and your surroundings seem noisy and confusing, like a storm that prevents you from seeing the path ahead. But even in the darkest hours, I am here whispering to your heart. Trust me. I am guiding you. Do not let yourself be carried away by fear or doubt. The light I have placed in you is greater than any shadow. Right? I follow the light of God. You do not need to be perfect to be in my presence. No matter how many times you fail or fall, I will always be ready to lift you up. Your value to me does not depend on your achievements, but on who you are. And you are my son, loved forever and always. Comment: I am loved by God. Now pay attention. Life can be full of shortcuts that seem like easier paths, promising quick happiness. But remember that what comes easy may not last. What I have for you is solid, true, and even if delayed, it is something no one can take away from you. Do not exchange your peace for passing moments. Always choose what brings true joy, the kind that comes from being in tune with me. Right? I choose the peace of God above all. Often, the battle you face is not visible to others, but it is real. And it is through these unseen struggles that your strength and faith will grow. Trust in me, and know that with each challenge, you are becoming more resilient and closer to the purpose I have for you. It is an internal struggle between what the world tells you and what your heart knows to be true. But son, I understand that struggle, and I am by your side every time you choose to listen to me instead of following the noise around you. Each time you make that choice, you are strengthening your divine connection. Every choice of faith is a victory. When fear tries to paralyze you, remember, I am your refuge and your strength. You do not need to face the storms alone. When everything seems uncertain, fix your eyes on me. I am the one who transforms the impossible into reality, opening paths where there seem to be none. Son, you were not made to live in fear. I created you to be strong, to live bravely. The world may try to make you believe that you are small and unimportant, but I tell you, within you is a power that can move mountains because I am with you. Don't let anything diminish you. You are light. You are hope. You are my most precious creation. Today, take care of your inner garden. Pull out the weeds of doubt and fear, and plant seeds of faith, love, and courage. I will be with you every step of the way, watering each plant with my grace until your life blooms like never before. Never forget, I am with you always. Son, the journey you are traveling still has many unknown paths, but there is one thing you need to remember. I do not send you alone. Each step of yours is accompanied by my love and my attentive gaze. When you feel lost, when the future seems uncertain, know that I have already prepared the ground ahead of you. The answers you seek will come in due time, but you need to trust and move forward. Trust in the path that God has prepared for you. Sometimes silence can seem terrifying when you don't hear immediate answers. Fear tries to infiltrate, whispering that you are alone. But I tell you, even in the silence, I am speaking. Sometimes I need you to stop running after so many things so that you can hear my voice with greater clarity. Silence is not absence, it is preparation. I am preparing your heart to receive something greater. Remember, the battles you face are only parts of a bigger story. Every struggle, every challenge is part of a construction. Your faith is like a house I am building on solid ground. The storms come, the wind blows strong, but it remains standing because I am the foundation of that house. No matter what the world tells you, it doesn't matter how many times you feel beaten. The foundation I have laid in you is unbreakable. If today you feel that things are not happening as you expected, remember, I see further. I see the outcomes that you cannot yet see. When one door closes, it is because I am opening another, perhaps in a place you did not imagine. Do not despair because of time or apparent silence. My work is perfect, and each moment has its purpose. What today seems like an obstacle, tomorrow will be the springboard that lifts you towards something greater. Now I am talking to you about something profound. True courage is not about never feeling afraid, but moving forward despite it. Fear is a human emotion, but courage comes from me. When you feel fear trying to paralyze you, remember that I am your strength. Even in your weaknesses, I make you strong. What you consider a limitation is exactly where I come in and show my power. There is something I need you to know. Your life is part of something much bigger than you can understand right now. The impact of every small decision you make, every act of faith, goes further than what your eyes can see. I see the big picture. Every time you choose the path of faith, you are sowing seeds that will bear fruit not only in your life, but in the lives of others as well. I use you as a lighthouse, even when you don't perceive it. And here is a truth that perhaps you have never thought about. You are a channel of my love in the world. Every time you extend your hand to someone in need, every time you offer a word of hope, I am acting through you. Do not underestimate the power of your actions, no matter how minor they may seem. You are an essential part of my plan to bring light where there is darkness. I chose you and continue to choose you every day. Now, take a deep breath and remember that tomorrow is safe in my hands. You do not need to know everything or understand all the details of what is to come. What you need to do is trust. I am here by your side, and I will never leave you. Every step you take will be accompanied by my hand guiding you, even when you don't realize it. Your future is bright because I am in it, and I am preparing something beyond what you can imagine. When doubts come, and they will come, remember, I am bigger than any doubt, bigger than any obstacle. Hold on to faith because I will never abandon you. I am with you, son, today and always. I cling to faith and continue with God by my side. Now, move forward, knowing that your story is in my hands and that the best is yet to come. I love you always, son. Remember, true courage is not in fighting conflict with aggression, but in maintaining unbreakable faith, even when the storm seems strong. The wisdom that I give you helps you act with love and honor. Even in the most challenging situations, messages of comfort and hope are at your side, reminding you that every day is a new opportunity. No matter how many mistakes you've made in the past, there will always be the possibility of starting again. Don't give up on yourself or others, my love. Forgiveness is the foundation on which I want you to build a full life, full of compassion and spirituality, rooted in God's love and forgiveness. Renew me, son. When you allow judgment and resentment to rule your heart, you end up creating walls that separate you from others. I call you to tear down those walls and instead build bridges of reconciliation and peace. There is no greater act of love than forgiving. The true disciple is not the one who punishes severely, but the one who offers grace, understanding that forgiveness is the key to a life of spiritual freedom. Do not be fooled by the passing brilliance of material wealth. Love of money is the root of many problems. When your heart turns only to accumulating goods, you lose true wealth, which is spiritual peace. I ask you to concentrate not on earthly riches, but on being generous, doing good deeds, and serving others. The seraphim sings of the beauty that comes from a life focused on divine purpose, not on possessions that will one day be left behind. When you look at the faults of others and keep them trapped in their mistakes, you too imprison yourself. Forgiveness is not only for those who hurt you, but for you as well. I invite you to look beyond the mistakes of the past and see the potential for transformation that each person carries within. The angels remind you that heavenly justice always goes hand in hand with mercy. Learning to give second chances is not only an act of kindness, but an opportunity to heal what resentment has destroyed. Do not forget that your true mission is not to compete with others, but to overcome your own limitations. Every talent that I give you is a tool for you to fulfill your calling. True excellence lies in committing yourself to grow spiritually and seek my will for your life. The path may be difficult, but with courage and determination, you will achieve the purpose I have planned for you. I follow God's plan with courage and faith. Now, son, remember that I am by your side at every moment. Do not let comparisons with others divert you from focus. Your journey is unique, and I will guide you step by step in the spiritual battle. It is not won with hate, but with love. You are always in preparation to face challenges, but the greatest victory is in remaining faithful to my principles and values. Do not fear, for I am with you. I remain faithful and strong with God at my side. Son, your path will not always be easy. I know that many times you wonder why challenges seem to arise everywhere. But I want you to know with complete certainty, that nothing happens by chance. Every difficulty, every stumble, every tear that falls, everything has a greater purpose. I am shaping your heart, teaching you to be stronger, more resilient, and more connected to what truly matters. Sometimes, I allow certain obstacles to appear because I know that you will become someone more prepared for what I have in store for you. When you are facing your internal battles, son, remember that you are not alone. There are times when the silence can seem deafening, but I am there, watching you grow stronger in a way that the angels may not perceive. They send words of comfort to your heart and bring light to your darkest moments. I allow the darkness to reach you only so that you discover the power of the light that already lives within you. I am light in the darkness because God illuminates my path. The biggest battles you will face will not be with the world around you, but within you. The fears, insecurities, and traumas of the past weigh upon you, and I know that many times it is difficult to believe that these burdens can be left behind. But let me remind you, I am the one who carries your pains. Every time you give me your burdens, every time you trust your worries in me, I give you in return the lightness of peace and the strength to continue. 770. Give your pain to God and receive His peace. There are times when you will feel like you are trapped in an endless cycle of difficulties, as if things are not in your favor. But what you need to understand, son, is that your time is not my time. I see the whole picture, while you still observe small fragments. Your faith is tested not in ease, but in difficulties. It is exactly when you feel weakest that my power manifests itself most strongly. The promises I made to you will not fail. I am faithful, and everything I promised you will happen in perfect timing. I trust in God's timing. The love I have for you, son, is immeasurable. Even in the moments when you walk away from me, I still have open arms ready to receive you again. No matter how many times you feel failed, lost, or unworthy, nothing can diminish my love for you. I don't look at you with judgment, but with compassion and understanding. I know what's going on in your heart, even before you say a word. Every doubt, every fear, every dream that hasn't come true yet. I know every part of you. I give you strength to continue, even when you think there is nothing more to do. When desperation tries to take over you, I want you to know that I am closer than ever. I will never abandon you. Even if everything around you seems to fall apart, you never need to face your problems alone. I am your rock, your refuge in times of storm. And no matter how rough the waters are, I will keep your ship steady. The angels I place around you are not only messengers of protection, they are also guides. They lead you on the right path, even when you cannot see clearly. They help you find your purpose and hear my voice amidst the noise of the world. When your strength seems exhausted, they lift you up and push you forward, reminding you that you are never truly alone. Son, I call you to live a life of purpose. You were not created to live in mediocrity or uncertainty. You were created to accomplish great things, to leave your mark on the world, and to impact the lives of those who cross your path. Every talent I have placed within you, every skill you have developed, all of it has a purpose. Nothing you do is in vain when my plans are behind every action. That's why even in the face of difficulties, do not be discouraged by setbacks. They are part of your journey and serve to prepare you for the greatest victories that are yet to come. Remember, son, that true success is not measured by what you have accumulated throughout your life, but by how much you have allowed yourself to love, forgive, and serve others. True wealth lies in your spirit, in your ability to spread kindness and compassion. All material things will one day be left behind, but what you do from the heart in my name will last forever. Love, forgiveness, and peace are the treasures I offer you, and you must share them with the world. Choose peace that comes from God. Now, son, listen well. When the pressures of life try to divert you from the path, do not forget to always return to me in silent prayer, seeking my presence. I am your comfort and your strength. Do not let the distractions of the world keep you from your true purpose. Every step you take towards me is a step towards a life full of meaning, fulfillment, and peace. I will always guide you. Just trust in Habakkuk 3:19. The Lord God is my strength. He makes my feet like those of deer and makes me walk in high places. This verse talks about the strength that God gives us to face challenges and lifts us up, even in the midst of difficulties. It carries a powerful message of trust in God's ability to guide us and sustain us when life seems impossible. Look within yourself and find the strength that already exists in you. I have placed in you an inexhaustible source of courage and wisdom. Even when the path seems dark, I am guiding each of your steps. Transform each obstacle into an opportunity to grow. Life is not a race, but a journey. Sometimes you may feel like you are stuck, but know that each small step brings you closer to the purpose I have for you. Do not let the negative voices around you divert you from your path. Keep focused on the truth I have revealed to you. Remember, each day is a new page of your story, and you have the power to write each line with love, faith, and courage. If one day you feel lost, seek my comfort in prayer. I am here, ready to guide you back to the path of light. You are an incredible creation, made in my image, and you have a unique purpose. Live with courage, integrity, and generous love. Find peace in the small things in life. True serenity does not come from great achievements, but from the simple moments we often ignore. Appreciate the small details, a smile, a kind word, the warmth of the sun on your skin. These moments have the power to bring lasting peace, especially in difficult times. Simplicity is a powerful ally. See your life as a large blank canvas. Every day is a new brush stroke, and every choice you make adds color to your work. Even in the face of shadows, know that they only highlight the beauty of the light within you. Difficulties are opportunities in disguise to show the strength of your faith. Even when it seems that no one sees your light, make a difference in the lives of others. Strengthen your spirit with prayer, study, and meaningful connections. The people who try to destabilize your happiness are often those who need love the most. Protect your relationships with honesty and open your heart to trust. The negativity of others should not affect your spirit. Remember, I am always here, and together we can overcome anything. I look forward to every step you take toward your purpose. As you move forward on this journey, know that every step is significant. Even if it seems small at times, each day brings new lessons and opportunities for growth. Don't worry, and never forget to look around you and appreciate the beauty that exists in every moment. Life is full of nuances and subtleties that often go unnoticed. A kind gesture, a look of understanding, or even a simple act of kindness can brighten someone's day and at the same time warm your own heart. Sometimes difficulties may seem overwhelming and the path may become steep. However, it is in moments of struggle that you discover the strength within you. When the weight of uncertainty seems unbearable, remember that I am your support, the rock on which you can lean. Allow yourself to feel, but do not let yourself be dominated by emotions. Transform pain into learning and doubt into faith. Every challenge you face is an opportunity to rise and shine even brighter. I want you to remember that your life is a gift, a unique expression of my creation. Just as an artist, you have the freedom to choose the colors you want to apply to your painting. Sometimes, you may need to mix light and dark tones to create something truly beautiful. Don't be afraid to use your experiences, both joyful and challenging, as essential parts of your narrative. When you look ahead, visualize a vast horizon full of possibilities. The future is not something to fear, but a fertile field where your hopes and dreams can flourish with each step toward what you want. Remember that I am at your side, guiding and supporting each of your decisions. Do not hesitate to dream big, for you have within you the ability to transform your desires into reality. The connection with the people around you. The connection with the people around you is vital. Value the bonds you build, the relationships you nurture, for they are like roots that strengthen the tree of your life. They sustain you, provide shelter in stormy times, and celebrate your achievements on sunny days. Do not be afraid to open your heart, as sincere and deep exchanges are the ones that truly make a difference. Also, remember that compassion is a powerful force. When you meet someone going through difficulties, offer a smile or a word of encouragement. These small actions can mean the world to those who receive them. By spreading kindness, you also become richer, because happiness is a cycle that feeds itself. The more you share, the more you receive in return. Now, I want you to set aside some time to reflect on your achievements. Each small victory is a stepping stone that brings you closer to your biggest goals. Value your effort, recognize your struggles, and celebrate your triumphs. This is not only a recognition of what you have already achieved, but also a motivation to keep moving forward. When doubt tries to invade your mind, remember that you are loved and supported. Declare, I am enough now. You possess everything you need to advance. Your abilities, talents, and passions are divine gifts that must be explored. Do not underestimate the impact you can have on the world around you. You have a voice, a story, and a light that can inspire others. I know that sometimes fear tries to take over you. It whispers doubts and paralyzes you. But remember, you are loved, you are strong, and I am by your side. Do not allow doubts to prevent you from seeing the path that I have traced for you. I do not limit you by your fears. I created you with unique talents, and now is the time to put them into action. Use the gifts I have given you. Do not fear failure, for I am your strength. I do not choose those who are already capable, but I train those I choose, and I have chosen you for something great. You have been chosen by me for an extraordinary purpose. Do not let fear steal that promise. Stand up now with courage. I want to see you flourish and see how the talents I have given you impact the world around you. Remember, faith without action is empty. It is not enough to just believe. You must act. I bless those who act with confidence in me. How many times have you felt the impulse to do something and stopped out of fear or doubt? Today, I want you to take that step with courage. I am opening doors, putting the right people in your path, preparing everything so that the plan I have for you is fulfilled. You just need to trust and act. I accompany you in every decision, at every step. I will never leave you alone. Right? I receive what God has for me now, because in truth, everything begins at this very moment. There is something that has been preparing for you for a long time, and today, the chains that held you are breaking. I want you to understand that everything that seemed blocked, everything that seemed endless, is reaching its point of transformation. When you write these words, it is not just a statement. It is the beginning of something that heaven is bringing into your life right now. I do not ignore any of your tears. Each one has been a seed in the fertile soil of faith. The sleepless nights, the days full of uncertainty. I've seen everything, and perhaps now you do not perceive it. But it was precisely in those moments when I worked in silence. The answers you were seeking are closer than you imagine. They are already being sent. Comment 40, 40. And give everything to God, because when you give, you trust in the invisible. You accept that there is a much greater force moving the pieces of the puzzle that you cannot completely see. When you leave those pieces in my hands, I begin to align everything. The dreams that were forgotten, the promises that seemed distant, everything you thought you had lost. These are being prepared for something that will impact not only your life, but the lives of many around you. Pay attention to what is happening to you. I am going to say, you were not born by chance. I placed you in this world with a clear purpose. It was not only to live a common life, but to be a spark of change, a light where there is darkness, a voice of hope where there is despair. I created you for something great. Write 7070 and be ready for God's plan in your life, because truly that is the key. Your willingness opens the way for what is to come, and what is to come is much greater than you can imagine. Now, the battles you have faced, the obstacles that seemed insurmountable, all of that was molding you for something that is about to happen. You have realized that the trees that face the worst storms are the ones that develop the deepest roots. This is how it has been with you. Every storm, every pain, every moment you thought about giving up, everything has made you stronger. And today, I tell you, you are stronger than ever. You are more prepared for the challenges that will still come, and I will be with you in each of them. Comment 90-90 and believe that your life will be transformed by God, because the transformation has already started. You know what? The fear of moving, the fear of risk, stops many. But I am calling you to a new stage, to walk in terrain that seems unknown but is full of promises. Your doubts, the fear of failure, all that will disappear when you take the first step of faith. Do not fear failure, because I am with you in every mistake and in every success. Failure is only definitive for those who give up, but you were not made to give up. I have not put in you a spirit of fear. What I have given you is a spirit of power, of love, and a balanced mind. Use it. Rise with the strength I have already put within you. Yes, it is within you, but it is your decision to make it flourish. Right. I am stronger than any challenge, and you will see something powerful happen in your spirit. You will see that the mountain that seemed too big will begin to move. But I tell you, first, it must begin within you. The faith that moves mountains begins with a small step. Each act of trust, each word of hope you speak is building something. And when you least expect it, you will see the mountain move. Comment 0505 and trust that God's promises are fulfilled in your life because you are already walking in the direction of what I promised you. Yes, there will be resistance. Do not expect a journey without challenges. I did not promise you an easy path, but I promise to be with you in every part of the journey. Victory is guaranteed, but the key is in your perseverance. Imagine this. I see the future in a way that you cannot. I have already seen the next steps, the doors that will open, the opportunities that you do not even imagine yet. But you need to walk, to continue trusting, even when everything seems dark. The greatest victories come in the darkest nights, and when you least expect it, the sun will rise.